The Strange Man. That is a name that pops into my head every time I think about that person. If you're reading this and don't know what I'm talking about, then let me give you a clear explanation. It all started way back when I was little. I was playing in the playground with my mom at the bench chatting with her friends. While I'm making a sandcastle in the sandbox, I was surrounded by a shadow silhouette of the strange man, who was standing in front of me for a few seconds, till he crouches down to my head level. I couldn't remember what he actually looked like, given the fact that I was straight back then. But if I were, he would have a look of a stranger danger. The strange man never said anything nor introduced himself. All he did from that moment was giving me a huge but unsully smile as his teeth looked disproportionate and looked like each of them are this close to fall off his mouth. At this point, I am a bit confused but also uncomfortable with him basically doing nothing other than staring at me. I tried to say hi to him, but when I did, the strange man placed his hands on my face and sticks his thumbs in my mouth and makes a smile. My cheeks are feeling pain as he keeps on emoting my face. As he kept doing it, my eyes started to shed tears out of pain but also out of fear. I tried to ask him to stop and attempt to get his hands off of me, even trying to kick him right into his you know what. However, the strange man never responded to any of those. That is, until two police officers who were patrolling the park as they always do noticed the strange man and what he's doing to me as I am crying and screaming, struggling to get him off of me. Thankfully, the policemen arrived at the right time, and when they see the strange man getting more excited at my suffering, they ask him to stop, but when it didn't work, one of them punched him at the face, bursting out most of his crippling teeth, and proceeded to tase him with a taser. Once that is done, my mom immediately arrived at the scene as the policeman takes the strange man away from me. When my mom asked them what happened, they explained the situation and scolded her for neglecting my attention and told her to be careful when leaving me alone unsupervised. After that incident, I've never saw the strange man again ever since. From what I've heard from my mom and those same policemen a few weeks later, we were given news that the strange man will be sentenced to a death penalty scheduled for tomorrow. But a day later, out of nowhere, news have been spread that he mysteriously disappeared when he was given the electric chair treatment. The police stated that while the strange man was being electrocuted by the chair on the same day, the entire room went dark, and when the lights came back on, he was gone. It wasn't the body that exploded and burned blood, nor reduced to ashes. He has downright disappeared. The police started a manhunt for him, seeking to assure if he survived and escaped. However, within a couple of months, he was never found, which in turn triggered the ongoing nightmares I've continued to have about the strange man seeking vengeance at me either alive or as a ghost. As of today, as I am writing this, the strange man still remains a very disturbed aspect of my childhood, even as I am growing older by each day. However, nowadays, the strange man has been a subject of conspiracies and urban legends, with many people theorizing his origins and what happened to him from his supposed death. And while I don't like making speculations given how much information includes that needed to be examined, I have my own theory about what actually happened to the strange man. I believe the strange man is an eternal immortal soul who's been around since the beginning of time and has taken many forms both inside and outside the real world. He is in fact the subject of inspiration to many other weirdos in this world.